is to make sure that we're paying a competitive wage at Cedar Field. There's also been additional pressures from the legislator about raising the minimum wage, and so that's also caused us for an increase in our wages at Cedar Field. This next chart represents our capital project budget for fiscal year 21 at $2.2 million. We're going to start again replacing 20 more cottage roofs in fiscal year 21. We're going to continue with the refresh program, at least at 6%. Our goal is to maintain and upgrade some of our fleet vehicles at 3%. We have some work to do with some of our hot water and our laundry. So we're going to do some upgrades there, that will be 3%. And also upgrade some of our computers and Wi-Fi in the building, another 3%. And the 2% for landscaping would be the completion of the resident garden. So our goal is to get that project completed in fiscal year 21. And also 11%, our goal is to replace the carpet in the independent living building on the 3rd floor and on the 4th floor. And also to continue with resident renovations for apartments and our colleges, that represents 62%. When you add that capital project plan to all the other plans that we've done here at Cedar Field, it represents $66.7 million. Our expansion of our health center at Cedar Field is budgeted at $15.8 million. Our new D-Wing IL addition is $14.6 million. Our 5-year capital program for this year and the next 4 years is at $14.8 million. Our completion of our dining and physical therapy was $7.9 million. And our wellness center and courtyard was $13.6 million. I would like to thank everyone at Cedar Field, thank the department directors, thank you, Michael. If you have any questions about the budget, you can feel free to call me. I'm at 804-474-8805. Once again, 804-474-8805. Or if you're just here at Cedar Field, you can just dial 474-8805. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, James. This next segment is for families that are watching tonight. First, the supplies shuttle program will kick back up on Monday. Today, we actually were providing this program for residents that live in Sunshine Plaza, our memory support, assisted living, and the health center. So I'm sorry, it's a typo in there. We will kick this back up on Monday for folks that live in the independent living apartments. I apologize for that. So those of you that are near in the city and wish to drop off supplies on Monday from 1 to 3 over at Gaskins and Maynard. Those of you that have loved ones living in the independent living apartments, Monday is for you. The families that are watching tonight that have a loved one living in the south and central neighborhoods, we will communicate to you over the weekend about the results from the point prevalence survey that we conducted yesterday. So it is just as soon as we have the results from the Department of Health, our first objective is to call the powers of attorney or the responsible parties of the 28 people who live in that section. This is just a friendly reminder that we will commence the repaving of the court on Monday. We will start that project at 9 o'clock on Monday morning. We talked about the supply shuttle program. Again, just a thank you to Ann Reed, Beth Rutherford, Elizabeth Caldell, and other members of the Wellness and Leisure team and the Transportation team, Karen out front, who have been working all week. We had the grocery shopping program. It was a very successful week. The average for the whole week was probably about $2,600, and we provided about 170 residents with grocery items throughout the week. Anybody has any questions, feel free to text right now. I'm going to turn it over to Trish Carter. I think she's here somewhere. There she is. Trish Carter has some words of spiritual well-being for us and our good news segment.
Good afternoon, Cedarfield. Before our good news, I will share with you a prayer that was delivered at the Colorado State House just before quarantine began, and it was shared by Rabbi Joe Black. Our God and God of all people, God of the rich and God of the poor, God of the healthy and God of the afflicted, God of those with health care and God of the uninsured, God of the hoarder and of the helper, and God of those who have no God. We are acutely aware of the gnawing unease that has been inspired by a global pandemic. Everywhere we look, we see apprehension and uncertainty unleashed all around us. The impact of this illness is very real. Its presence is felt every time we wash our hands, clear our throats, or flinch in response to someone coughing behind us. A virus cannot be seen by the human eye, and yet it makes its presence known in the empty classrooms, in canceled events that are becoming the norm. It inspires fear as we await news of its arrival in our midst. We struggle to avoid contact with our faces and abandon all gestures of human touch that just so recently were expressions of friendship and affection. We have heard stories of how the virus has brought out the worst in some of us. We have hoarded vital supplies and taken advantage of shortages to gouge our fellow citizens on the secondary market. We have taken solace in the fact that it is projected to most severely impact the most vulnerable in our midst, the aged and indisposed, the compromised and infirm. We have watched in horror as racists have targeted Asian and other ethnic communities, using our fears to reinforce hideous agendas. But have also seen simple beauty, outpourings of care and concern, communities coming together to ensure that the frailest among us will be safe and secure. Doctors, nurses, healthcare workers who have labored in dangerous conditions in order to care for their patients. Researchers and students who valiantly search for cures and vaccines to stem the tide of infection. The psalmist wrote, "Who may ascend the mountain of the eternal? Who may stand in God's holy place? Those with clean hands and a pure heart." We pray that as we wash our hands for 20 seconds, no less, we also might strive to find you, O God, in our hearts, our hopes, and our homes. Eternal One, bless all who come to this sacred place. Keep them healthy, give them strength to find ways to safeguard our state and protect the lives and livelihoods of every one of its citizens. We pray for healing of those who are affected. We pray that those who are healthy will remain so. We pray that this crisis will end and that the lives and livelihoods will be spared. Let us all say, Amen. And now for our good news report. Joanne Alexander's 27-year-old grandson recently earned a PhD in chemical engineering microbiology from Texas A&M. He is doing classified research in a lab in Boston. Joanne notes, "Whatever it is, he loves doing it." She goes on to say, "His office has a huge window with a view of the harbor. How lucky can he get? His Grammy is very proud of him. Congratulations to Clint." Please send in your good news. Thank you.